Today we're taking a look at these NHL matches, which are happening on Tuesday, November 2nd, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Detroit Red Wings vs Montreal Canadiens. The offense has carried the Red Wings to start the season, but the defense has struggled, allowing 3.44 goals per game. Mark Stahl, Philip Hronek, and Moritz Seider have combined for 1.1 defensive point shares, 35 blocked shots, and 20 hits, but the back end of the defensive unit has struggled, allowing opponents to find easy open shots on the net. In addition, Alex Nedeljkovic has struggled in his first season with the Red Wings with a .900 save percentage and a 3.27 goals against average on 150 shots. Our first betting advice is to pick Montreal. In their last game, the Habs lost 4-2 to the Anaheim Ducks on the road, and scoring in the loss was Mike Hoffman, which was his 4th of the year, and Jake Evans, which was his 1st of the season. Jake Allen had a strong career with the Blues, but things have not been so rosy here in Montreal. Allen was 11-17 with a 2.68 GAA last year and is 2-06 with a 2.91 GAA this year so far. He is 3-4 with a 2.24 GAA against the Red Wings in his career. Sam Montembeault took the loss against the Ducks, and he is now 0-2 with a 4.06 GAA in the early going. Our second betting advice is to pick over 5.5. Vegas Golden Knights vs Toronto Maple Leafs. The offense has let the Golden Knights down, but the defense also looks to improve as the Golden Knights are allowing 3.25 goals per game. Alec Martinez, Shea Theodore, and Nicholas Hague have combined for 1.1 defensive point shares and 36 blocked shots, but the back end of the unit has struggled. In addition, Robin Lehner is still adjusting to being the starting goaltender for the Golden Knights, with a .910 save percentage and a 3.00 goals against average on 222 shots. Our first betting advice is to pick Toronto Maple Leafs. Against Detroit, it took a couple of third-period goals, but Toronto managed to skate off with a victory on home ice. The Maple Leafs held a 14-10 edge in shots on goal in the opening period and took a 1-0 lead to the dressing room after 20 minutes. Jake Muzzin opened the scoring with his first of the season at 19:48 off assists from TJ Brodie and John Tavares. In the second period, Toronto held a 16-8 edge in shots on goal with both teams scoring once, leaving the Maple Leafs with a 2-1 lead after 40 minutes. After Detroit tied the game at 1, Michael Bunting gave the Leafs the lead again with his 3rd of the year on the power play at 19:42 off assists from Jason Spezza and Nick Ritchie. In the third period, Toronto was outshot 13-8, with both teams scoring 3 times to leave the Maple Leafs with that 1-goal margin as time expired. Alexander Kerfoot gave the Maple Leafs a 3-1 lead with his 2nd of the year off assists from Muzzin and Tavares, 17 seconds into the period. After Detroit scored to make it 3-2, Tavares netted his 3rd of the year at 7:47 off assists from Morgan Rielly and Kerfoot for a 4-2 advantage. The Red Wings made it a 1-goal game again before Mitch Marner scored his 1st of the year, unassisted, at 17:55 for a 5-3 lead. Toronto gave up a goal with 29 seconds to play to make it a 1-goal game again, but hung on for the victory. Petr Mrazek made 27 saves for the Maple Leafs, who held a 38-31 edge in shots on goal in the win. Jack Campbell is expected to get the start and goal for this contest. Our second betting advice is to pick under 6. Quick reminder, BetUS is a platform that offers betting on all major sport and horse racing leagues. It has slots, table games, blackjack, and a variety of other casino games. All of the major US leagues are available for betting, including the NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, and PGA. In addition, BetUS allows wagers on esports, Olympic events, soccer, cricket, boxing, cycling, and many more competitions. Join BetUS now using our link down below and get 125% cash back bonus on your first deposit on the sportsbook after you open an account and deposit using our link and use our promo code HIGHSTAKES. Arizona Coyotes vs Philadelphia Flyers. Though the rest of the team has failed to consistently perform in front of Vejmelka, there are still a handful of Coyotes players that other teams must take into consideration. Clayton Keller is still a highly talented forward with strong offensive instincts. Phil Kessel, despite being 34, is still a dangerous goal-scoring threat, recording 20 goals and 43 total points in 56 games last season. Other notable Coyotes players so far this season have been Shane Gostisbehere, Lawson Krause and Johan Larsson. Our first betting advice is to pick Philadelphia Flyers -1.5 against the Flames. Philadelphia ran into a hot Calgary team and couldn't dent the twine to wind up with a loss. In the opening period, the Flyers were outshot 8-4, but the game was scoreless after 20 minutes of action. The second period saw Philadelphia outshot by a 16-5 margin, and they gave up the lone goal of the stanza to trail by a 1-0 count after 40 minutes of play. In the third period, the Flyers were outshot by a 12-11 margin and outscored 3-0 to put the game out of reach. Carter Hart made 32 saves for Philadelphia, who were outshot by a 36-20 margin in the loss. Hart is expected to be between the pipes again for this contest. Our second betting advice is to pick under 6. Ottawa Senators vs Minnesota Wild. The offense was less than average last season for Ottawa. They ranked 19th in goals per game and 16th in shots per game. Brady Tkachuk led the team with 36 points last season. Ottawa has scored 3 goals or more in 4 out of 8 games this season. They are averaging 2.50 goals per game and 29.3 shots per game. Drake Batherson leads the team with 8 points. The offense was very efficient for the Wild last season. Minnesota finished last season ranking 9th in goals per game and 28th in shots per game. Kirill Kaprizov led the team with 51 points. The Wild have scored 3 goals or more in 4 out of the first 8 games of the season. They have been somewhat inconsistent early in the season. Matt Zuccarello leads the team with 7 points. He has missed the last 2 games due to COVID protocol and is in danger of missing this game. Our first betting advice is to pick Wild -1.5. The offense has slowed down recently for Minnesota, which is averaging 2.75 goals and 34.87 shots per game to start the season. Minnesota's defense has also posted below average scoring numbers, with opponents putting up 3.25 goals on 29.5 shots per game. Talbot has started 7 games, posting a solid 2.55 goals against average and .912 save percentage. Matt Zuccarello has been Minnesota's top producer so far with 3 goals and 4 assists, despite playing in just 6 games. Star Kirill Kaprizov, who signed a big offseason extension after winning the Calder Trophy as the NHL's best rookie last year, has dished out a team-high 6 assists, although he is yet to score, while Hartman now leads the Wild with 4 goals. Our second betting advice is to pick under 5.5.